Hello. So AI. Now, today, this is January 2023, and often I speak to people about artificial intelligence, AI. Now, one of the things that you learn and what work experience has always taught me to do is to never assume that people understand everything, including yourself, which makes yourself constantly seek feedback and information, and also education if you are aware that you really don't know about a subject matter or a process. Having the knowledge that you don't know, provides you to go and seek that information from an expert, and you gain that work experience that way. But AI is something that it's very big in the news still. It's mentioned many times, but what tends to happen is that for many people, AI is always portrayed or viewed or spoken about as though it's about to change the world. Now, in one respect, the person with that general thought, the general thought being AI is going to change the world, to a degree, that individual with that opinion is correct, because in the wider scheme of things, artificial intelligence, AI, it is a very productive tool that humans have designed and developed, and it's very good at crunching data. Now, but there is some confusion around AI generally. Now, perhaps not to AI engineers. They are very aware of what AI is and how difficult it is to develop it further. So I'm going to offer you a very brief understanding, or I'm going to offer you my understanding of AI. So today, we really have two forms of AI. We have reactive AI. I sometimes refer to it as normal AI or general AI. And AI is the name of technology that's given to the computer programs that will drive, for example, a Tesla car, self-driving vehicles. They will all use a technology called artificial intelligence, but really what they are talking about is artificial intelligence that's understood to be reactive, which means that it's very good at receiving a lot of data and performing an operation with that data. That is AI, a reactive AI. Now, the other AI that gets a little bit more confusing is some people refer to it as super AI or consciousness AI. Now, what I understand people when they make reference to it, most of the time they are thinking about Terminator 2, and their reference point is a lot of sci-fi films that have got artificial intelligence running robots that take over the world. And then when they are told that this is consciousness, they can relate to it. Now, straight away, that brings into the conversation ChatGPT, that has been mentioned many times by a lot of people. And it is very good, and I use it myself, and it's very interesting. But in my opinion, in my general opinion, based on what the general public have access to, what you really do have, including what's available to the public that we know as ChatGPT, that is still really a further development of reactive AI. It's not consciousness, it's not super AI. It's simply very well put together, engineered, reactive artificial intelligence. I.e., what it does, it's very good at receiving commands, data input, crunching the request of that input, and then offering an output. Once again, it's reactive. It doesn't actually it's not a machine sat there thinking. It is a machine sat there processing. It requires a human stimuli or a human instruction for it to do something. So even though we have these artificial chatbots that some news media and some commentators make these claims that it's consciousness AI that will take over the world. It's not really, in my opinion, the case at all. These AI chatbots that seem to be very popular in the news media that are scaring people. Once again, it is very clever. A massive amount of research and hard work has gone into it, but it really is reactive AI. It's not consciousness. Now, this is where the conversation in artificial intelligence gets very murky, mainly because of people's understanding of and perception of what it is. And because the average person, man in the street, perhaps isn't working on artificial intelligence and is responding to news bites and what some people have said in the news, of course they're going to make the link towards Terminator and sci-fi films that demonstrate artificial intelligence running the world. Now, that doesn't really remove the possibility that could happen. And in other videos I've explained that if we actually had consciousness, super artificial intelligence today, in that we had a computer somewhere that had been built and configured and was running programs in a way that made that machine think and find a purpose like a human being does, the argument there would be that we have created consciousness. Now, that is a massive, murky subject matter to get your head inside, because today the cleverest people on earth haven't really understood what consciousness is. So, for example, I'm here sat chatting to you, and something within me made me think that I'm going to switch on this camera and chat away at you about artificial intelligence. Now, a computer, what we have sight of today, these chatbots, they don't think to themselves, I know, I'm going to set up a YouTube channel and chat. Now, because I've said that, I bet you someone has actually done that. But even if they have done that, there is still a human input. They have said to the machine, I want you to engage an audience by offering these videos, this content. Once again, it is reactive. It's reacting to a human, a person that has decided that the machine's going to do something and create a YouTube channel. My point is that the machine itself isn't sat there thinking, I know what to do. I'm going to solve climate change on planet Earth today, and I'm going to access all this information and then think about it in my own time and arrive at a conclusion. Now, I think in another video I've actually spoken about this, and so what I've done there is I have created a framework of reference in which to discuss or offer an opinion about what the capability of AI could become if we achieved this level of super AI, this consciousness AI. Today, January 2023, I don't believe that we have a consciousness machine somewhere on planet Earth thinking. We certainly have some machines sat there thinking, but they are all reactive. They are all responding to a human input and running programs because a human has given them a task to do. Once again, that's reactive AI. I'm not aware that there's a machine sat there thinking away of its own free will and making decisions and then engaging other machines or other people determining its own free will and what it might do. You can just think of all the interesting analogies here, and it's once again why I think sci-fi films that for example Terminator and other films that have had this machine, this artificial intelligence controlling the spacecraft, or is fighting alongside in an android with a human soldier. We can sort of expand our thoughts, and we can think about the what a conscious based artificial intelligence machine might look and feel like, and what it do. But my opinion today is that in technology, in all the research facilities on planet Earth today, even though we are aware of, people are thinking about how do we build this machine, we are certainly in that direction, but today we don't have a machine that's actually, has its own consciousness. If we did, that would be scary, because once a machine can think for itself and potentially its ability to think, might be greater than a human being, that is going to be highly interesting. And that certainly, gives rise to the thought and the analogy of Skynet and Terminator, that's for sure, yes, if that was to happen. But I don't think we're there yet. And also our technology around, building that robot is still in its infancy, but it does get much better. It is getting much better. So I suppose in January 2023, are we going to build a humanoid robot with super conscious AI? Is that possible? I have to say it's possible, yes, but today we don't have it. To the best of my ability and my understanding and sight of what I have sight of, I don't believe we have that yet. There are some huge, massive problems, technical problems, and then also engineering problems that we would have to get over to, get to a point where we can build a super artificial intelligence that has real consciousness. Once again, one of the difficulties there is that today humans can't really describe consciousness. We certainly have some very good understanding and descriptions of consciousness, but we haven't got that worked out yet. So thinking that we have a machine that is probably a far reach just now. But once again, the fact that we're in this space and we are in that direction, that's the bit that's super interesting. And we have demonstrated what a look and feel might be like. But that look and feel that we have access to today and that we're playing around with, that is reactive artificial intelligence. It's simply very good programs that have access to a lot of data, and they are running processes. They are able to react to an input from a human, and they're able to crunch data and offer an output. And that's what reactive AI is. That's what we have sight of today. And that's what some people are thinking is going to take over the world. And that will not take over the world. It will simply provide some very productive machines and methods in which to do work. That's what that bit is. Super artificial intelligence will use that, yes, but we're not there yet, is my understanding, but we are in that direction. Anyway, I just wanted to, I don't know if this video has cleared anything. And I could be wrong. I would be amazed and I would be delighted if some research facility says, hey, Stephen, we've done it. Here is Bob. Bob is a computer and he's switched on, and we can demonstrate that, he's not reacting to anything that we are doing or saying. Bob is thinking away and chatting away, and this is it. I would be amazed, and that would be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to stop it there. I hope everyone's well, and speak again soon.